How's it going, everybody? My name is Luca Rand. Welcome back. Uh, we're playing some Supermarket Sim today, and man, it's been a week, and I've been playing Raft. And Raft and Red Dead. I can't remember what we did in Supermarket Sim. I didn't even check for an update, if I'm being honest. Yeah, just the one that was there last time, the local market. But yeah, we're just gonna hop right into it. Oh, we're still on Raft. Sorry. Continue. Man, I really don't remember. We made an upgrade. I know that. I really should have watched a previous episode. Anyway, we're here. We're good. We're fine. Everything is restocked. We have. Oh, right, we got sushi, meat. Yeah, we're good to go. Fruit. Everything is pretty much stocked together. We have three checkout dudes. Let's go, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what else I needed. I can probably start doing some of the quote unquote quests, objectives. Top left, that is behind my head. But purchase paint from the market. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I need licenses. Catch up. I'm level 48, and I'm, I guess now, 5 licenses behind. Um, so yeah, I think if I do beer and chips. Ooh, what would a keg liquor store now? I gotta figure out what these need, because a 6 pack and I assume just a bottle go on the shelf in the fridge. A keg, that changes things, because if it's a mini keg like from Line no, Heineken, go, then I could probably put it on a shelf. But if it's an actual like full barrel keg, really no place to put those. They're pretty big. I've bought full barrel kegs before. They are large containers of beer. Probably didn't need to buy anything. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. If you've been watching the series, you know I like to kind of keep this. I looked back at some of my older videos for this. I said older; it's been like 2 months, but videos where I just start talking about things, and I end up doing the whole TikTok, doing random nonstop movement nonsense, and you know it works. I found like this little parkour area right here. It's nice. It's nice. And then I get behind on buying stuff for shelves, and I lose, money that way, and pick up garbage. But it's that's how it goes. We all get distracted. Some just. So, am I good on mopping? Okay. Yep, there it is. But yeah, good. We got a lot of space in here now. I got a third restocker last time. That's cool. No, didn't. I need one though. The fourth. 4 more racks. Yikes. I could probably do like one, two, three. Get the. Honestly, the restockers aren't issue with slowing things down. It's the fact that it's me. I'm the problem. I'm the issue. It's this basically, just making sure I'm topped up on this. Right? It's like, huh? Good. There. And yeah, it's just keeping up with the bull crap. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm keeping up with it, but like, could be improved. Oh, we got a lot more produce. We got pineapples and such. Also, you'll notice my if you're watching these subsequent, I do that all the time. I watch a series. Like, find a person I like, boom, watch all of it. But you'll notice I'm gonna change my speech pattern a little bit. And by pattern, I mean I'm not gonna swear as much. So a tiny dip in viewership. I'm wondering if it's because I like my swear word. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I like my swear word. Flavorful, if you will. However, certain entities. So I'm on Twitch too. Believe it or not, I think I've said that every video. They don't like all the swearing either sometimes. So, you know, get back. See if it does better. If it does, then I'm gonna be a nice, good Christian. Not swear. None of my Christian Minecraft server. Speaking of, I also, man, I got really, really bored at work the other day. I do the same. I'm at a moment in my real life work where I'm just doing the same thing every single day over and over again. My God, am I getting bored with parts of it? Like what I it's gonna be telling at work. I play like I'm doing my work on my main screen, and on my phone, which I take and put like right in front, I put Hearthstone on it, and there's a game mode called Battlegrounds, which is basically you play Hearthstone with a set number of characters you can buy in the tavern, and then build your army, and then you go fight other people. And then, yeah, you basically do 8 people and will it down to one, battle royale style, and boom, there you go. Very simplified version of it. But I do that because there's like a good chunk of time in between each like round, like where I buy and have to actually do stuff. So it's like, oh, I buy like my 2 or 3 characters, do whatever, and then boom, I go back to work. You know, occasionally I'll glance down like, oh, crap, I missed a turn or something. I don't pay much mind to it, but still, just doing that, putting absolute minimum effort into it, my rating is 6,300. You get an average of like 40 rating points every match if you place top 4. So it's been a lot. It's been considerable amount of not even effort, just time in that because I'm so bored. But again, I love my job. There's just lulls in exciting things to do. So that's where I'm at with that. I've also, uh, because I had a thought during lunch, going back to the original comment about Minecraft, I got so bored. I designed a little farm I'm gonna build in creative at some point. Drew it out, even the layout of the house and whatnot. And I did that just sitting at lunch because, you know, I deal with people as a research lab. So, but sometimes I'm not in the data collection. I'm not. Um, we can't have everybody in there because it'd be too cramped. So I had lunch by myself because a patient was there at lunchtime, and I'm like, well, okay, we're just gonna eat at our desk and work a little bit because 2 of us. So yeah, I did that at lunch at my desk. I didn't want to. I wanted to actually take my lunch break and didn't want to eat and work. But again, I love my work. It's just a lot of it can get monotonous. But again, that's everybody. Everybody can. I feel like everyone who has a like a day job understands. Like even when I had a like I, I had a security job when I worked in college. I can actually talk about this one. I worked as parking lot security. Like, yeah, me and the I was a supervisor by the end of it. Nose is running, but by the end, I was a supervisor. The one guy, if I ever start doing multiplayer stuff, there's a guy named is Ryan. He worked with me, but even that job got boring. And what we would do is we would basically just before the football stadium let people in, because I worked for the University of Iowa, Big Ten, very public school, not really a secret. I worked their security in the parking lot, and I worked in what I would consider the cooler parking lot, which is the one where all of the multi-million-dollar donors would tailgate during before the um, before the game, and pretty much it was just I'd walk around, make sure no one was doing meth or cocaine or weed, or no one was passed out drunk and being disorderly. The basics, no fighting, no weapons. But it was for the first hour, like the first day. Obviously, doing that, it's awesome. But the first hour, like after like 4 or 5 times doing that, after the first hour, it's like, oh, dude, I don't want to be here. I got here at 3 in the morning. No, I'm sorry. I left my house at 3 in the morning, grabbed a monster, got there at 6. I don't want to be here anymore. God, that was fun. Again, it was fun, but like, man, I it got boring after a while because especially when they everyone went into the stadium. That was when I got to go back to our little like hub and sit for an hour and eat a sandwich and like not walk around and just not talk to people. Because obviously the rule was security: don't take food, don't take alcohol, and don't linger with people. Right? It's just what you do. Don't do that. Any security person, professional security person, should tell you that. If you ask them, what are the rounds like? It's like, don't interact with people. Pretty much. Only if you need to. But again, the job was fun. I met some cool people. I met George Kittle, the because he's an alumni. But George Kittle, the tight end for the 49ers. Because again, I worked in the high end parking lot, quote unquote, all the rich people. I also was in charge of the parking lot whenever like celebrities came in, quote unquote celebrities. I mean, like George Kittle was probably the biggest name we had come in. Again, not that he's not famous, but again, he's also not like, I don't know, Taylor Swift. Not a gigantic name. If you ask a random person on the street and they happen to not know football, they have no idea who that is. Whereas Taylor Swift or Nickelback or you know, man, I'm struggling to find bands that I listen to that you guys would know. Universally, that is. Obviously, if I say Five Finger Death Punch, Disturbed, all that, you guys will know what that is. But you know, I don't listen to like super mainstream. I didn't open my store yet. Um. So, right. But the other biggest person we had was the lieutenant governor, like basically the vice governor of Iowa. He came in and it was like, oh, I saw him for 3 seconds before he went up into the booth. It's like, oh, okay. It was cool stuff like that. It was, I got to escort people. I talked to George Kittle. Awesome. Dude is funny. He is hilarious. And he's the most chill dude ever. And it makes it even funnier because that's when he had his, or still have his like, I consider it like ratty hair, the long hair that kind of unkempt a little bit. When he was going for that hairstyle, I pretty much, you know, that's what he looked like. He was just in a hoodie, jeans, and he was a chill guy. He was cool. 10 out of 10 experience, I'll say. But yeah, cool things like that happen, but not not often. It was mostly me walking around making sure my guys didn't just fall asleep on the job, which has happened. Because again, we get there like 5 and 6, and some of those days I didn't have to buy carrots. Bought without looking again. Some of those days, I would get there at 6, and we wouldn't leave until 1 o'clock the next morning. Which technically I left my house at 3 the day before, and I didn't get home until like 2 the morning after. Very some of those games were like I was up for a good 26 to 28 hours on some days. Which was funny because, at one point I came home from one of those days. Like my friends had gone to the game because they didn't work the games that it's new produce, right? So they were at the game, and they would come up to us like, "Hey, do you want us to like grab you like a hot dog or something from like the concession stand?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I'm like eating. I'm just too tired to eat." Like, all right. But I got home at like 2 o'clock that day morning, and they were still up like watching TV. And I came in like, oh, I didn't change the price of onions. That's not good. Ooh, $9. Yeah. So yeah, it was funny. Like they're willingly staying up until like 1 in the morning, and I'm like forced to, and they're like, "What's up, bro? We're just watching a movie. You want to join?" And at that point, I'm like, "Sure." I got nothing better to do. I don't need sleep. Sleep's for the weak. So yeah, I watch. They were watching Midsummer, I think it was. No, because I left halfway through that. What was I watching? It was something weird. It might have been It Follows. Because I know it was a horror movie. I think it was It Follows. Which is... It's literally just... If you haven't seen it, here's what it is. A bunch of college kids, or high school kids, look out the window. Something is constantly following them. It changes humanoid form to just a different person every time they look at it. That's it. I think if it touches them, they die. It's the whole snail meme that took the internet over not too long ago. The eternal snail. You can live forever, but if the snail touches you, you die. That whole thing. And I remember that night. Where are the potatoes? Sorry. Here. I remember it that night also kind of vividly. One, because I was delirious probably at that point, but I was somehow still lucid. But we basically came up with ways to trap this entity somewhere off planet at that point. Like, because it'll just follow you perpetually forever. But like, what if you lured it onto a rocket, closed the door behind it after you somehow juked it, got out of the rocket, and kept going, then you sent it to the moon? Because then we got into the debate, like, what if it's like a video game where if there's no, like, feasible path for the creature to walk, we win. It's not like it's gonna just go to the surface of the moon and just superhero jump off the planet face, Omni-Man style, and jump back down to the Earth. Which, I mean, we said it's plausible, but the pace at which it follows is walking. Who knows? I don't think we ever came up with an actual solution, so I have no idea. How would you defeat that, by the way? How would you try to defeat the snail? Oh, those are garlic. I'm always curious what people say with that, because it's like, how do you think you can beat the snail if it's perpetually walking towards you? Right? And again, my theory is, well, other than you can't, is kind of trap it someplace that has no path to. Because, like, then that brings into question. I have not been paying attention about stalking things. Do that now. I don't know why my nose is clogged. Anyway, like, that begs the question: does it teleport? Like, if it is the whole, again, video game mechanic of, hey, I'm stuck, and it teleports you out of the way to unstuck you, I guess. Like, cause that would just suck, I guess. Cause hey, you're not either. Sorry, I got kind of distracted. Um, like again, my thought goes to video game logic, where, like in World of Warcraft, if you get stuck somewhere, you just type slash stuck, I think. And it teleports you to the same spot in Westfall. Westfall. Just teleports you to the same spot in Westfall in Eastern Kingdom. Kalimdor. It's like, okay. Does the snail just do that? Does it just be like, oh, I'm stuck? It just snaps down to Earth if you put it on the moon, kind of thing? Like, that's kind of cheating, in my opinion, but. But at the same time, you're talking about a magical snail that's both immortal and never gets tired, never needs to eat or sleep or do whatever. So, you know, magic's probably a part of this now. So it's, it is what it is. But I don't know. I don't know. It is, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah. How would you defeat that? How would you beat that? Again, my answer is simple. If it can't teleport, the snails don't move fast. Put it on a ship that's about to launch or something, and send it to the moon, right? Lure it somehow. Parkour, jump over it, run out of the ship, lock the door behind you, and just go, I guess. But again, if it can't teleport, maybe there's a whole, I don't know, chase it into a box, like a steel cage. Make, sink that into a big old vat of concrete, encase it in concrete, and then just, yeah. And then just live your life immortally until that concrete withers away into rubble or gets blown up by something or whatever. And then it's free. Different things. Different things. But again, if there's like teleporting to get unstuck, it's like, oh, well, it's I just have to keep moving, I guess, forever. Never let my guard down. Eh, conundrums, right? That's what they're there for. Is that everybody? We good? Good. Can I? Bloop. 72 people. I was not paying attention at all. Still made a lot of profit though. Cheese mozzarella. I can change that. Ooh, $5. Easy. I charged the helper guy. Almost did it again. Cool. Yeah. Bloop. Food. Good. Um, did I? Yeah. Oh, get one. No. Yep. Yep. Nope. That's everything. Oh. I got two. That's why it's full. Okay. You. Haters? Uh, uh, hey, why do you look the same? You're not. You're not the same. One's a melon, one's a pumpkin. Cool. Awesome. I have plenty. I have plenty. Okay. You guys kind of run. Got plenty. Good. Good. Okay, and then good, good, well, good. Ooh, getting smart here. You get a triple up. Paying my workers extra. Okay. So, I just spent 4 grand buying groceries. One second. This is running. I don't know why. Allergy season's kind of over here in Houston. Uh, like we had the whole 3 weeks of just every time you woke up, your car had a nice layer of yellow powder on it. Pollen. It's mostly over. It's not really doing that anymore. It's been pretty windy and everything. The trees are done procreating. Trees are done having sex, and you know, looking out a window. Sorry. I don't know, man. Today it's just been kind of a stuffy nose day. I don't know why. There's no reason for it, right? At all. Dumb. Very dumb. I dislike it. I haven't been hearing any checkouts. You guys need to step up purchasing. Also, I know it's a bit of a mainstream game because I've been watching it on YouTube. A bunch of people. Should I play Schedule 1? Like, should I play that game? I know there's a few mainstream people playing it. Like, I'm watching the Jacksepticeye one, and it looks really fun, and it looks very. It's kind of like this, where it's I can hire a couple employees. It looks like, and just do the growing and managing and stuff, and I kind of like that. I think it fits really well with the type of games I play. Like I'm playing Raft, which is actually really not like any play. Playing this, I have a tavern manager simulator that I want to add to the mix. Would that be a good idea? Just rotate between selling drugs, selling groceries, and floating on the open ocean, and opening a tavern. Man, the game looks incredibly fun. It really does. I don't know if they play it, would people watch me play it? Because I'm not as big as they are, or is that what people look for? I don't know. Let me know. You watch this, you know, after all the liking and subscribing you do, obviously. Tell me if that's something you watch. Do you look for this? You look for that? Oh, Big Dude played it. Let's see what the other guys are doing. 'Cause I don't. I'm a bad YouTube watcher. I don't do that. Not saying that you guys are bad. You're not, because you're obviously here, and I like you. You guys are cool. But, like, that is no physics whatsoever. I don't know. I don't spread the love as much as I probably should. Especially for someone trying to, do it myself. Oh, just curious. Just curious. Anyway. Red Dead's going great. I'm trying to be a good cowboy and not murder a lot of people. But I've also accidentally ended up murdering a lot. Village is haunted, I guess. Okay. But I ended up accidentally murdering a lot of people. Like, I'll walk into Valentine with my gun out on accident because I just went and, like, went hunting. And some dude will be like, hey, put that away. And then I don't because I'm just ignoring NPCs because they're NPCs. And he draws a gun on me and starts shooting me, so I just turn around and go, boom, right in the head. I'm a cowboy gunslinger. It's what I do. I'm good at it. But it's like, dude, you had a gun on your hip. Why are you upset that I have one? It's the Wild West, my dude. It's what we do. It's who we are. And then you drew a gun on me, and now I got negative honor because you drew a gun on me. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. I bought one. Store is getting filthy. I need a second. Get one. Good on chickens. Good on it. Good on sushi. Good. Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn the light on. Clean up the floor a little bit. It's getting kind of dirty. Got some goop and we got some splooge and dirt on the floor. I don't know where that's coming from. Alright, and then people are just drinking stuff, eating stuff, and throwing it on the floor. I'm trying to service. But, yeah, going back to Red Dead. I'm trying to be a good boy, but I'm not. I'm accidentally not, and it's taking a toll on my. Kind of bad, actually. I don't know how to fix that other than just always have my guns put away, which, again, in the Wild West doesn't sound like a good idea, given the bandits and all. Given the tomfoolery of other people. You know, who am I guess? Who am I to say out? I'm finding, again, it's the third playthrough for that, and I am finding new stuff still. Like random encounters I never played, areas that I've never actually been to or looked into, and it's like, oh, that's sick. That's cool. like just a lot of the helpless people on the side of the road kind of stuff too is just there. Like, oh, neat. The the photo guy that keeps finding dangerous animals to take photos of, and it's like, oh, dude, you're gonna. Yeah, one of the final missions that we're gonna get with you is we're just gonna find you somewhere, like ripped apart by like a bear, and ears just all over the ground. That's how that quest is gonna end. I'm calling it now. It's, damn, dude, you are not a smart man. You are not a smart man. Yeah, it's been real fun. Third time playing it. It's like such a. At some point, I looked at like mods I can add to it, and there is a mod where you can just essentially abuse Micah. That's it. That's the entire thing. It's like, oh, man, I am so tempted to get it because even from the first time I played it, I've never liked Micah. That's kind of the whole point of his character is you're not supposed to like Micah. But man, do I hate Micah so much. And it's just, oh, please let me just end him now and save us and let's give us a good ending in the game. That's all I'm asking. Asking honestly. Please. It's just it'll be quick. It'll be painless and it'll be satisfying for everyone involved. Promise. It won't let me do it. There's a mod for it though. There's a mod where you can just you can't kill him because he's obviously story important. He has plot armor, but you can choke the hell out of him, beat him up, and he won't retaliate. And I'm really, really, really considering getting it just because I want to. Can't always get what you want, so. But no, it's fun. We're still in Valentine. I've been playing that first area, the first, I guess, chapter. Second chapter. First chapter was the snow area. I'm playing that chapter for. There's a lot of side stuff to do. There's a lot of side stuff to do. It's taking a bit. Oh, you're doing that again. You can't do it while running? That. Well, he did it. Hold on. Cool. Good. 67. Profit. Meh. Pasta spaghetti. Cool. Stuff has only gone down. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and open. I'm sure they'll figure it. They'll figure it out. Anyway. Actually. I'm gonna save this one here. Hop into the next one and we'll be doing the same thing. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. My name is Lucaran again. And yeah, we're making progress. It's just a lot some of these episodes are gonna be just grindy and getting money. Red Dead. Need more money. But I can't go rob a bank in this, so we're gonna do it the legal way by selling groceries. With that, thank you all for watching. If you like what I do here, I am on Twitch. I mentioned that earlier. Twitch.tv/Lucaran. Yeah, same name, live. And yeah, I'm playing Red Dead right now. So if you're watching this around the time it comes out, great. If you want to watch me play Red Dead, those VODs, videos on demand, are going on YouTube. So there's a playlist for it. You get to see all the stupid stuff I do there too. Um, yeah, and on Twitch, I occasionally play multiplayer games with my friends. I don't upload those because those, I don't have a series for those. It's more just hanging out with the dudes. So, yeah, no structure to those. If you want to see those, let me know. And we've played a little bit of Repo, a little bit of Risk of Rain, big one. At least one of them is really into Battlefield 5 right now. The others are doing some Elder Scrolls Online, doing a little kick of that. But yeah, yeah, go in and watch me over there. And like I said, subscribe to this video, pushing it forward makes the little stats going up make me happy. I feel like they would make anyone happy. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.